What's up, everybody? I'm Vand3rhorst, your host. I am so glad that you can join my channel tonight. Doing a much requested series of videos, I am so happy that I finally have enough time to be able to get around to creating this YouTube content. You all have flooded my inbox with wonderful questions, seeking knowledge. I love how many of us there are out there. We are a large community now. There's 12,000 of us on TikTok. There's 5,600 of us on Facebook. We're over 100 followers on both the Twitch and the YouTube right now. So we have all of you to thank for that. And I really hope that this video series hits the right people. So let's go ahead and get started. Today's episode is on life's purpose and pursued passions. Okay? So what I want to point out first is that Abraham Lincoln had a quote that said, "If I had an hour to chop down a tree, I would spend the first 45 minutes sharpening my axe." Well, that tells me that the key to a lot of things is in the preparation. And I want everyone to really start shifting their perception to their preparation, to the things that they're trying to do in life, because that's the most important part. It brings me back to a really funny skit from Futurama, as a matter of fact, about how Amy Wong was trying to get her doctorate, and Farnsworth was like, "Oh, you were ready 6 years ago. I should have told you." And she was just like, "What?" You know, we're always going to be, you never know when you're going to be ready, is what I'm trying to say. You just have to do the thing anyway. And that's another topic that I was trying to, that I was going to cover tonight, was, you know, being afraid, but doing the thing anyway, because it's worth it. Okay. It's weird because, like, the keys to all of the goals and dreams in your life that you want, all of the rewards, lie on the other side of the wall of uncomfortableness, and all you got to do is just go walk right through it. It's a lot less than you think it is, I promise. So, from, like, your life's purpose equals the pursued passions that you are able to go through in life, right? So, a quick synopsis of what this video is going to be about. It's going to be about how to identify those passions that you should pursue. We are going to then learn how to discover your life's purpose from that. And then I would like to talk about responding to some of the comments that I have had directly, talk about some of the future videos that we are going to be making, and talk about some really hard-hitting topics, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this, because there's actually a really cool transcript that I read. I wish I remembered who said this, but the main information from it is about, like, points of focus in your life, whether it be like a vision board, a talisman, a symbol that you put your mental focus into, that you concentrate on it every day, and every day it is growing in power, very much like a gemstone of a piece of jewelry or money. Or just a vision board. Like I said, you see that truck on your vision board that you're trying to buy eventually. Well, that's giving you a talisman or a point of focus in order for you to reach your goals. So that's really important. So what is a purpose? Okay. Well, a purpose, a life's purpose, is a calling. It is a direct, intuitive, spiritual bond to an activity that you are directly emotionally invested in. Okay, you're not gonna be able to identify it all the time, but the point is that you want to be able to at least feel that you feel connected to something. That's the start. Okay, so I would suggest starting to pay attention to the things that you are connected to. What are the things that you love to do? Do you chop wood better than anybody else? Do you cook fried chicken better than anybody else that you know? You know, do you roll dough, make pizza better than anybody else that you know? Can you grow a garden better than anybody else that you know? You know, start discovering these passions, okay? And your passions are going to be gift wrapped in synchronicity and serendipity. So what that means is, whenever you're in the realm of your, whenever you're in the realm of your passion, like when you're around the thing that is your passion, you're just going to notice little magical, fortuitous happenstances happening to you over and over as you go down the rabbit hole of that path, you know? So start paying attention to the moments in your life that it feels like, you know, little magical things are happening to you, because that's the most important, like, message that you can get from the universe, okay? So I want to also talk about, like, synchronicitous times and 1111, all that kind of stuff, you know, what that means. That might be a future video, but we'll see what we can cover. So so now we know that a life's purpose, okay, is identified by the things that you give the most attention to. Are you a photographer? Are you a baker? Do you clean houses better than anybody else? You know what I mean? You have to learn to identify these things, and don't run from it. Learn to embrace it. Learn to embrace the thing that sucks. Thanks, Adelie. That's going to be on YouTube forever, but that's okay. Learn to embrace the things that are hard, because the things that are hard are the things that have the lessons for you to learn in them. So pay attention. Pay attention. Purpose comes from where your attention... Purpose comes from where you give the most of your attention to. Rule number 1. All right. So a purpose, when you have identified it, and you can have many, many, many purposes. One person won't just have one purpose. They will have many purposes that you get to choose from, which is why we have divine free will. It's wonderful. But the purpose that you choose provides the path you walk. You ever heard the phrase like trailblazers have to provide their own new path and all that kind of stuff? Well, it's because we are literally carving the earth to create a new way that people behind us can walk. Now that we have covered the first rule of identifying your life's purpose, the sequence of videos that follows will make a lot more sense, I promise. I promise. Being a being with purpose. There are some things that you lose and some things that you gain. We'll call them pros and cons. Some of the benefits that you get is a profound sense of peace. You get inner peace as well as outer peace. People who can't sleep at night, people whose thoughts are constantly whirring around in their heads. How am I going to pay this credit card debt? How am I going to pay the electric bill? How am I going to pay the water bill? How am I going to get that mama back? How am I going to give my mother-in-law that thing back? How am I going to pay my dad back? You see what I'm saying? You cannot control every single thought that goes through your head. That is not the goal. The goal is to control the current of thought, to allow it only to recognize a certain set of mind patterns, like only identifying the positive in your life. Okay, that is your goal. That's why meditation exists. That's why all of that stuff exists. Awareness, mindfulness. That is why all of these things exist. It teaches you about bringing you back to the self, back to the breath, the oneness with the universe, and understanding that everything is entangled, everything is quantumly bound together, because all points in space and time are happening at the same time. Okay, that is how like ESP works. That's how entanglement works. Once we have a better understanding of quantum entanglement and quantum mechanics and stuff, that it will prove it. It will prove it. Okay, ancient Hindus have known this for millennia. All right. Our purpose is, we are a species that has been born with amnesia. We have Graham Hancock to thank for that. His understanding of ancient civilizations, along with various other archaeologists, you know, who have helped us really shed light on these truths. So I encourage everybody, do the research, okay? Do the research. So thank you so much for tuning in to video number 1. This has been rule number 1, excuse me. This has been about pursuing and identifying your life's purpose. I hope that you all gained some insight from this, and check out the streams. We stream 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you liked the video, please give us a like, subscribe, and share this to your friends. More videos to come. Thank you all so much, and y'all have a great day.